Beth, that's a lot of respect as a 7 seed.
It is. It is. It shows you what we went through this year. And, I just told our players if there were moments where they doubted themselves or, felt bad about their record or things that had happened, I think it shows you how battle tested they are and what they truly went through, shown by the respect that the committee just gave us for what we did this year.
It's also going to be a lot of fun with Lafayette and McNeese coming to town.
Yeah, always is. We've hosted both of them before. They bring great crowds. They bring a lot of energy. They're both really quality programs. I think McNeese has to be one of the best 4 seeds in the whole thing, right? They're really talented. They're really a good team. So we have our work cut out for us, as does everybody that's still continuing to play.
Beth, is it always preferable to have teams you've played before?
Yeah, I guess it's nice for preparation. It's nice, we were supposed to play McNeese a couple weeks ago and didn't, but we'd already done all the prep work. So we have a lot of the files and things already created, a lot of the film already done. So that is nice to have. We played ULL so early in the year. We have a lot of work to do on them. But when you have somebody that's as talented as ULL, so close regionally to you, it's something that you almost come to expect.
You all are facing McNeese first. You said you were prepared for them before the game got canceled. Did you see anything different change from when you faced them back in February to how they are now as a team?
Oh, I think they're very different. They've played a lot of different players throughout this season. He really uses his entire roster. So we'll see a very different team than when we saw them originally. And I think too, the night we saw them, the opening game, he pitched a freshman who is now no longer a freshman after being through this whole season, right? So any freshman nerves that she had will be long gone, and she'll be competing as a sophomore at this point.
Coach,
I guess the same can be
100% capacity regional. I mean, that's pretty.
It's 50%. It'll be.
Yeah,
50%.
that's sorry. I'm saying a few weeks of 100%, and this is going to be as close to a normal regional atmosphere as possible. I mean, the girls have to be excited about that as well.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think Tiger Park, the fans are loud. No matter if you have 5 Tiger fans in here or 5,000, they're loud and they'll bring it for us. There's no doubt. But we'll be at 50% as well, all of the regionals.
I know the last time y'all played McNeese, Sierra Briggs had a 3-1 homer for y'all in the 5th. And what difference have you noticed between the underclassmen from that game until right now?
Well, I didn't remember that, so thanks for pointing that out, Treasure. But if that's anything to be said about how her season went, I think it was very similar. I mean, Sierra Briggs was a big reason why we had the success that we did. She had a really great year. So I think that's was maybe a precursor as to what kind of season she was going to have. She had a great year for us.
Is that just a leveling field for the 50% capacity?
I think so. I'm unsure.
It's kind of a bummer, eh?
It is, but like I said, it's great to be at home, and I'll take 5 Tiger fans over 5,000 of anybody else's fans any day.
Coach, you knew when you got back home that your schedule was really tough. You were already number 1 in the country. Then, UL Lafayette, Liberty, and Duke all win their conference tournaments. You figured out, maybe you could get in that top 8.
Yeah, I thought we had a shot at it. I mean, we just kept there were some numbers that were really, really in our favor. And I think historically they've looked at RPI, they've looked at top 25 wins, and we were second in the country in top 25 wins, sitting with 15 or 17, depending. Auburn was on the bubble there if they were 25 or 26. But we were second with that, first in strength of schedule and just a historic level strength of schedule. So there were a lot of things that I think were going in our favor. And when we kind of looked back at the history of the top 8 seeds, I mean, we fit right in with those guys with what we had accomplished. Of course, we had the glaring number of the losses, but when you play a schedule like that, when you play the majority of your schedule against the top 25, the top 50, you're going to have more losses than other people do. So.
what, before you all left for Tuscaloosa, you talked about this roster not having a lot of postseason experience. What did the girls take away from that, and what do you hope they took away from that?
Well, I think we're still in the same spot. I think we still don't have a ton of it, but the ones that do have played against ULL in the postseason before, and probably played against McNeese. So a lot of places where they're comfortable. So hopefully our, few upperclassmen, the 5 seniors, and then Shelby Sinceri, who's the only junior. Hopefully those guys can really lead the way for us.
Do you feel like pitching is going to be, the key to your all success?
No, not necessarily. I think we're going to have to function well in all 3 areas. Of course, the pitching and the defense have to let us hang around the ball game long enough to score runs, but I think all of it's going to be important. I think it's all equally as important, and our team has shown they can win in a lot of different ways. We saw Missouri get the 8 seed, who our team scored 17 runs against in one game. So they've shown they can do it in a lot of different ways. So we'll just try to be us and, try to find ways to win.
Beth, I heard on the broadcast, one of the committee members said they came in a couple weeks ago to look over not just you guys, but every potential host site for COVID protocols. Did I hear that correctly?
I'm unsure if that happened or not. There were a lot of COVID protocols that we had to agree to in order to host it. There were a lot of requirements, I guess I should say, that we had to meet in order to be considered as a host. But I was unaware if anyone came to visit us.
But it wasn't anything crazy outside of what you guys have done this year previously.
Just requirements for a testing site and isolation area, things like that. So, and our game management handled most of that. I really didn't have anything to do with it.
Are you guys going to be kind of going back and tightening up on what had just been loosened up as far as that goes?
I'm sorry?
Like, are y'all going to have to go back and be more restrictive with some of your, procedures?
I think within our stadium, we probably will. But as far as our team goes, I think we'll probably function the same way we have been.
Thank you. What's go ahead, Will. I was just looking for your schedule this week. What are you going to try to get out of the girls?
Oh, the team schedule?
Yes.
I'm going to wait and get Brandon thinks we know the game times, but I'm going to just wait and get a final confirmation of what the whole weekend looks like. No offense to him. He's laughing. Just before we lay it out, the way the whole week will look. We'll practice Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Thursday is controlled by the NCAA, so we'll have a set practice time from them.
How important is it to get Taylor Pleasance going in this regional? Back in the SEC tournament, wasn't really like good hitting wise. So how important is that?
I think Taylor Pleasance is always important to us, but again, I don't think we can put it all on one person. I think it's going to take a total team effort. I think it is going to take an effort from our entire offense, and there's a lot of kids in there that can do things well. So would it be nice to have Taylor Pleasance going strong? It definitely would, but I don't think it's any one person's responsibility.
Beth, can you reflect just the seniors that lost the season last year will get a chance to play at home in a regional? How nice this did shape up, from Aaliyah to Mary Beth to Akaya and Amanda. I'm sorry that all the seniors get a chance to play in postseason at home win last time.
Yeah, it is pretty incredible. I know it means a lot to them. Akaya Times just stopped on her way out to say how special it was, and how this is the highest seed we've gotten in her time here. And she's been here for 6 years, so that's a long time. But just how special this was and how special a moment it is for her and her teammates. So we're really proud. I'm really proud of the resume that they put forward and what they accomplished this season. I think it was very challenging, very tough, and they persevered.
Beth, I just wanted to be clear that do you know, is that a rule for all regionals, just 50% capacity?
Yes.
Right, okay, cool, thanks.
Get your thoughts on how nice it would be thinking about playing McNeese State like in 80-degree weather this time other than the first time. You recall how bad that was?
I've tried to delete that because that was really brutal. That was really tough, but it will be nice. It's always nice this time of year. The hotter, the better for us. I told the team we got to do hot better than everybody else in the country. So the hotter, the better. That's how we like it. But we're excited to take the field. It wouldn't matter what name they really put up there. Honestly, we're just excited to take the field.